All right, I'm going to go yell at some people to get off my porch, but before I do, I want to have a Q&A with you, the viewers, and our first question comes in from Screen Playhouse LLC. Because you'll recall last week or the week before I was talking about how often my content gets re-uploaded, especially around the holiday season. And one of the things that Screen Playhouse was wondering is why doesn't YouTube just filter this stuff out before it gets uploaded and then give me the opportunity to authorize it or not, so we don't have this issue of potential views and affiliate revenue going to people that are representing themselves as me. And unfortunately, it can't work that way. Because of how the DMCA safe harbor here works in the United States. And when they passed the Digital Millennium Copyright Act way back in 1996, one of the concerns that the big website providers had at the time was that they could not control the behavior of their users. So for example, if you had a message board and you allowed anyone to post to it, they didn't want to be held responsible if somebody happened to upload copyrighted content to it. And as a result of that, in the law, it says that so long as you're not controlling what your users post, you have a safe harbor. So for an example of a safe harbor, let's play out this scenario. Let's say I have a message board and one of you decides to upload some Nintendo game ROMs to my message board. And Nintendo comes across and sees these ROMs on my message board. You are the one responsible for that, not me, because I did not post what you posted. I have a safe harbor because I did not control that portion of my website that you're uploading to. Now, Nintendo can go to me and say, hey, that user put some copyrighted material up on the site. You need to take it down. That, hence, is the DMCA takedown notice. I have to act on that because if I don't, I am now liable as well. Once I'm notified of infringing content, it is my responsibility as a platform, even a tiny one, to take that stuff down. Now, if I was approving every post before it went up and I approved a post with ROMs in it, I would be held liable for it because I am considered now the publisher who's reviewed something before it got uploaded. It's a very small distinction to some degree, but a distinction nonetheless. And if YouTube puts such a thing in place, that function of evaluating content first before allowing it to be published would make YouTube liable for copyrighted content that appears on their platform. Now, YouTube, of course, has been sued in the past because a lot of these rights holders have accused them of not doing enough to help identify the content that's been uploaded. That's why they invented Content ID, for example, which I know a lot of you have struggled with over the years. But there's been some real tests of this law. One about a year ago in the Ninth Circuit Court, and I can't find any resolution to this. I don't know if it's gone to the Supreme Court and rejected, but it looks like at the moment at any rate, even sites that have moderators might be liable for content that was posted. There's a trial that you can see here on the link on screen. Apparently, a court of appeals determined that even moderator-approved content, even if they don't work necessarily for the platform directly and are just volunteering, like a volunteer on Reddit, for example, might actually hold the whole platform liable for content that's posted because it is a pre-approval in some cases. So this might have some impact out there. Again, this was a year ago. I haven't heard much more on this trial, but it's definitely something to take a look at. Now, what YouTube is doing for creators of a certain size is now giving you the ability to see when people re-upload your content. They're kind of opening up what was limited to just a very small number of creators through Content ID in a more broad fashion. I believe right now this is limited to creators with 100,000 subscribers or more. But what it's going to do is probably make use of the technology behind Content ID. It'll look at when your content was uploaded and then see if this matched content appeared after the time that you uploaded it. And they give now creators of a certain size the ability to more efficiently locate that content and file a takedown claim on it. They also give you the ability to reach out to the creator who took your content and maybe have a dialogue with them if you want to do something like that. So we're starting to see more happen here, but the reason why they can't pre-screen this stuff and why I have to go and issue so many takedowns is that YouTube would lose their safe harbor if they did that for this platform. So it has to be users can upload first and then it gets taken down later. And the identification, of course, is the challenge when you've got billions of videos sitting up on that platform. But nonetheless, that was what the law prescribes here.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/s.